Hello everyone, this is Richard David LeBrun, aka RDL from YouTube. This is Life in a Day Part 12, Saturday, July 24th, 2010. I'm documenting a day of my life, just like other YouTube users are doing. Right now I am watching Last Call with Carson Daly.
One of my favorite shows on TV. It went away, now it's back on a different network, and I had a chance to sit down with Ben McKenzie, one of the stars, at CineSpace and talk about it. Pretty obvious. We're sitting here trying to shoot an interview for this fantastic late night show that I do now, the new and improved Last Call. Are you watching? You should be. And we have the great Ben McKenzie here. We're at a bar, CineSpace, and somebody's doing some massive plumbing. Yeah, right below us. And I'm sorry, this is embarrassing. Oh, please, come on. This happens all. You're on Ferguson, Kimmel, Leno, Letterman. This happens all. This never happens. Ben, you had two successful series. We'll get to Southland in a minute. You started in Austin, Texas. You played football. And then you went to New York. Yeah. Why? To wait tables, to do the thing that every aspiring actor does. But every young man in Texas has to play football. Yeah, no, I played football, and then I went to the University of Virginia in the middle, and I got my degree in foreign affairs and economics. Foreign affairs and economics. Yeah. Can you fix the United States? No, I cannot. You're shooting the hood. We go into gang territory all over the city. But does the production go in with the talent wagons and the hot coffee and like the massive setup? No. We build a base camp somewhere, either. You don't want to look Hollywood in the hood. Yeah, and we have liaisons who work with both the Bloods and the Crips and make sure. Yeah, because we got to, because we have to get permission to be in those areas. And usually maybe there's a financial transaction involved, and then I bet there is a little something, and then also they'll tell us you can't actually. There was a shooting about an hour after we left the location, and it was because they say you need to get out of this. This area's not really safe. How intimidating was this whole world of Southland for you, especially coming off just the nature of the OC? It's very intimidating. I mean, it's intimidating. Because you sound like you're confident in it now. You almost, I sort of buy you as a cop even as I'm sitting here. Oh, well, thank you. I think what is great about the role for me is that it's almost tailor-made for me, because my character's a rich kid. He's a Beverly Hills kid coming into the world at least. So the world that Ben McKenzie's fish out of water by taking the series after the OC. Ben Sherman fish out of water by nature of his character development. And he fits like a lot of the qualities that I like to think I have. He's idealistic. He wants to go in and fix the world, to make the world a better place. But of course, he doesn't actually know what that world that he's getting himself into really is, what it consists of. It's all dealing with people. Every situation is unique. Every second, something bad could happen. You don't fit the checklist of all the other OC, young people in Hollywood who've had success, who've had the whole team thing, but you're not, we don't read about you all the time, you're on TMZ, you don't have a drug issue that we know about publicly, and you seem like you're just a great dude. Well, thank you very much, man. I think I realized very early on working in OC that as much fun as I was having doing it, as much fun as I could have had, extracurricularly outside of it, if I was going to be able to have a future after it, I needed to kind of pull back a little bit. Because the show in and of itself was going to have that pop cultural small thing, and it was going to be the Us Weeklies and the da-da-da-da, just because of the nature of what it was. So you needed to pull back outside of it when you weren't actually working.
But Steve do a range for it, because it does have to come from somewhere.
Oh, it does.
Like these Twilight kids are running around town, or whoever's hot at the moment.
Those guys are experiencing it on like a global level. That I can't
That's
even
like
imagine.
Harry Potter stuff.
Yeah, that's stuff where it's like you could travel and you could go to Mongolia, and there are people who have watched that DVD of Twilight in these little huts in the middle.
Have you seen it?
I haven't. I'm particularly grateful in my circumstances. I had already gone to college. I was a little bit older than a lot of young people who are playing high school, who get their break usually are. I was 23, 24. So I had a college degree. I had kicked around a little bit of University of Life. And I'd experienced being a broke actor for a year for a couple of years with no money, no prospects, waiting tables, and even just a couple of years of that is enough to remind you that you should be really happy.
Don't you think that's important? Is what that does is it creates, everybody should have a frame of reference.
Yes.
Because if you've been broke, if you have not been famous, then once you are or you break through, you can always revert back to what life was like. But when you make it big so young, you don't have that. Say your first car's a Mercedes, where are you going to go?
Yeah. That's honestly what it sort of scares me a little bit about LA in the sense of eventually I want to have a family, I want to raise a family, but how can you provide that grounding to your children so that they don't just take whatever?
2 words, Santa Monica. You got to get west.
Yeah, get west.
That's a lot easier out west.
Hey, mister, I really like your daughter.
What do you do here? Do you go out or?
Yeah, I do normal things. I go to dinners with friends. I have a dog, a pit bull, and I live up in the hills, so I do a lot of hiking and stuff with the dog.
You're like me. I mean, people always say to me, what'd you do this weekend? And they expect their idea is something very much. Why? I have a son. I like to play golf. I love I walk down my neck. I go to the beach. That's it. That's all you did. It's so boring.
You're like, no.
People see Ben McKenzie you should be doing something because if they were living vicariously through you, that's what they would be doing.
Yeah, but
do you think people think you're boring?
I hope so. I think that I would rather be boring and be far more true to myself than to try to and that's what I think I realized after about a year or two on the OC was that the vision that others have of what you ought to be is no way to lead your life. There's no way you're going to satisfy what they want you to be. It's just going to make you miserable.
It's not what you do. It's not what you do.
I'm just going to stay in my hole.
It makes it, I believe it, I did that hole. It makes your time today.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, there's Ben McKenzie. For more on him, watch Southland. It airs at 10/9 Central. Now it's on TNT, so check it out. Coming up next, we've got the Last Call Spotlight, which will be on the Adam Carolla podcast. Plus, Lily Allen covers Britney Spears to close out Cover Week. One Last Call continues.
What if it's not chocolate? What if sweet mocha fell from the sky? Or imagine catching icy caramel flakes as they drift down, melting just as they touch your tongue. Or sliding down mounds of whipped cream right into a pile of rich chocolatey goodness.
Send your taste buds a sweet shiver with McDonald's McCafe Frappe, a creamy blend of iced coffee and mocha from caramel.
Sweet.
We use hand sanitizers all day, but the alcohol dries my hands.
Finally, an alcohol-free sanitizer from Gold Bond. Kills 99% of germs without drying, then moisturizes like lotion. New Gold Bond Hand Sanitizer Moisturizer. Kills germs.
Loves your hands.
Swiffer 360 Duster attracts so much dust, you'll never go back to your old duster.
Hey, Duster! Want to attract dust like Swiffer 360 Duster? Then try the Magnet Hat! Whoa! Whoa!
Sorry, Duster, but Swiffer 360 dusters attract dust with over 500,000 fibers and lock it away to clean better than a feather duster. Swiffer's built smarter to clean better.
Are you an average guy who does average things in an above-average way? Then it's time for you to step up. Go to KlondikeChallenges.com for a chance at winning an SUV, a game room, a home entertainment center, and some self-respect. You know what 2:30 in the afternoon feels like, right? Sleepy? Groggy? Dying for a nap? What do? Run for the coffee? Grab a soda? But how long does that last before you're back for more? Try this instead. Take one 5-hour energy, then see what the rest of your day feels like. Sure won't feel like 2:30 anymore. Or 3:30. Or 4:30. 5-hour energy. Hours of energy now, no 2:30 feeling later.
When you put everything you've got into it, have the accolades to prove it, the only thing left to do is share it. The Ram Tinty Bib. Drive one without a payment for 60 days, and if it doesn't do everything you ask it to do, bring it back. Ram.